Hello everyone. I just came live to address an important topic that I posted I'm going to address, which is about your spiritual strengths, your spiritual powers that you experience in your dreams. That sometimes you think maybe you're possessed, maybe you're into witchcraft or something. I just want to discuss some signs so you understand, so you don't start thinking that you're possessed or you have something wrong with you, or because of how they are preaching about it in your churches or in other spiritual practices that does not understand spirituality. Okay, so I'll just go through the list. Okay, 1, when you're walking on the water in your dreams, or you go inside the water through a cave and go inside the water. What does that mean? I'm sure some of you guys have been dreaming about it. You're wondering what is going on, you know? I just want to tell you that when you go in, when you're walking on the water, it means your spiritual strength. It means you're a very powerful person in the water kingdom, or that you have an ancestral deities from the water that empowers you. Okay? It means your spiritual strength when you walk on the water, when you go into the water and go to the cave. It means you're going to your family under the water, because there is life under the water. People live on the water as well, inside the water as well. So it's your spiritual strength, okay? So when you're flying in dreams, what does that mean? When you're flying, it also means your spiritual strength and your powers and your personal spirit guide that you're born with, or your ancestral spirit guides, can make you fly in the dream just to help you overcome some dangers. You see that most time when you're flying, it's because someone is chasing you. It's because you're in danger. So your personal power will not make you to ascend up on the sky, or you see yourself climbing on the sky, or you see yourself floating on the sky, flying without wings, okay? When you fly without wings, it means it's your natural spiritual powers, or the power of your spirit guides. Okay, those ones are natural abilities. Okay, but when you start flying with wings, it means that you're possessed with a spirit. And flying with wings is very dangerous, because that is when they start manipulating people. They start manipulating individuals, like using them for evil witchcraft. Okay, because you don't know what you're doing. A spirit is controlling you. Okay, or some people that are practicing shape-shifting, okay, and if they come from that animal kingdom like a bird, they will shape-shift into that animal, okay? But what matters most when you're flying is, what are you doing when you're flying? What are your activities when you're flying? When you're flying, are you going for an errand? Are you going to hurt someone? Are you going a lot with group of birds flying, especially when you have wings? So that is when you have to think about your activity. Your activity depends on what category we are going to classify you as flying in the dream. When you're flying without wings, is your natural power. When you fly with wings, it means that you're possessed with a spirit that is controlling you. And most times when we fly in the dreams, we fly without, if it's your natural powers, you fly without wings, and you're flying yourself, just checking out the environment, okay? Maybe you're flying over water, you're just exploring, or you're going for an appointment which your spirit guide have already booked for you. An appointment like you're going to learn work somewhere. You're doing astral projection, like traveling to explore places. That is when you're flying, okay? But when you're flying, and most time you're going in group and you're going to do evil assignment, then you are evil witch, okay? Most people that are flying are spiritual people that are called people, because we also have the natural ability without belonging in any coven, without belonging in any occult. Like me, I fly in the dream without wings. I'm not initiated in any coven, okay? I do not belong to any witchcraft, any secret cult or anything like that. It's just my natural strength. Just like most of you that are flying, you'll be thinking, but I've not seen myself in any coven. I don't belong in any secret cult, but I fly. So maybe something is wrong with you. Some of you will be thinking like that. No, it's your spiritual strength. It means that you are a very powerful spiritual being. And most times when you have that ability, it means that you're called. You are a called individual, because you're surrounded by a lot of spirits. Your personal spirit guide will make you to fly, or your own personal power Okay, we make you to fly. And they're doing that because you have a role, because this, our job is very dangerous job. So therefore, we are very, very connected to, surrounded by a lot of spirits that protect us. Okay? So that is just about the flying part, okay? When you're flying. So that you know. When you're flying, you have to think, when I fly, what do I do in my dream? Do I go and attack person? When I disappear, like teleport, because some of you are teleporting a dream, okay? When you teleport, do you go and attack someone, or you're just teleporting to a different environment and exploring yourself or doing different activities? This is what you have to think about, okay? Because we can shift. When you shift, do you shift it into an animal, which is mostly from the kingdom, the animal kingdom you come from? When you shift, are you also with other group of people in that category of the animal you shifted on? Are you going on a task in your dream to do something? Okay? To perform a task or to do some error. That is when you know that you're initiated into a coven and they are using you. But when you shift, you're totally independent and doing your own thing. You're not hurting anybody. It's your personal spiritual ability, your personal spiritual power. Okay? That is the shifting one. People can even practice shifting by activating their personal energy point, which is your Kundalini energy, and you can begin to shift. You can begin to travel astral, doing astral traveling. Okay? And then you look at it. If you can do all these things just by activating your personal power, your Kundalini, you're not initiated in any coven. You do not belong to any cult, but you can do it. You have the power, but you do not use it in a bad way. Okay? So it's your personal power, and some of you are called, but you don't know yourself. Some of you are very powerful in those kingdom, in your kingdom, like those people that works in the water. They are high rank spirits from the water, but they don't know who they are. Okay? They tell you that Jesus Christ walked on the water. You are walking on water in your dream. It means that you also have powers. You can do a lot of things, okay? Supernaturally, but you are not aware of yourself. Okay, so you have to find yourself. You have to find who you are. Okay, and then, yeah, I have discussed shifting, invoking fire, especially when you come from fire elements and you're high ranked in that dimension. When you are in danger, when someone is confronting you, attacking you, you can invoke fire, like cast fire like that. You know, you can use your hand like that and summon fire. Fire will appear in your hand and you use it to attack them. And you can use it to destroy the environment around there. Fire. Does that mean that you're invoking fire all the time? It means that you only use it for self-defense, okay? Okay, when I invoke fire, it means that someone is attacking me and I'm using my own personal power, or the spirit guide, my spirit guide from fire element is using me to manifest to protect me. That is when you're invoking fire, okay? Because a lot of us have this ability, and a lot of us can perform a lot of things in the dream. And when you're performing that, it means that that is your personal power. It means that sometimes maybe in your past life, you have done that. What you've done in your past life is still in you. It's still the same person. Okay? That is you. So that is about invoking fire. Your personal spirit guide can invoke fire to protect you, or your personal power can invoke fire. That doesn't mean that you are a witch invoking power on someone. Okay, about the witch, I'm going to address that witch one, you know, because we Africa, we define witches differently compared to how the Western world define witches. Okay? When you enter, what about those of you that enter trees in the tree? You're climbing the trees, you're entering tree. It means that you come from that dimension, or your ancestral spirit guide is a tree spirit. So when you go into the tree, you're connecting to those spirits, okay? You're going to get impartation, you're coming back. You belong there, so you have to go there. So it's not a strange thing that you people hear story that someone disappeared inside a tree. Okay, that is where they come from. That is their family. So it's natural that they're going to disappear into a tree. It's not a bad thing. You are not a witch. You're just a very powerful spiritual person, and you're operating in different dimensions very powerfully. Okay? And some of you also that come from water, earth elements, or you are operating very high in the supernatural, you will tap the ground and you can enter into the ground. There is another dimension into the ground, okay? That doesn't mean that you're a witch. It means that you come from there. So obviously you can visit your family there sometimes, okay? So it's not a bad thing. And sometimes you use sand too. You see yourself, when someone is attacking you, use sand to throw on someone, or use sand to pour on someone. You see the person is manifesting, you're overcoming a person. Your spirit guides might come from that element, or you're a very powerful person. Some of us has been, in our past life, we have been spiritual person. Just in the physical life, we don't know ourselves. So our ability from all our past life are still with us. So it gets activated when we are in danger, okay? When we are attacked in some certain situation. And some of you guys that have, sometimes you see yourself when someone attacks you and you all of a sudden you see magical knife will come in your hand, you use it to stab the person or to destroy the person or whatever it is, okay? Could be an attack, could be a witchcraft attack. Magic, it's your personal power. And some of your spirit guides are duality. They can do good and they can do bad. So anyone that attacks you, they defend you through that. It's in you, you have it. Okay? So some of you also, you see magical gun. When mostly all these things that comes are for self-defense. You don't just stay on your own and be carrying the gun all the time. You see that you don't even have the gun in your real life. You know, but it's in you in the spiritual supernatural. It means that you have natural ability to destroy and you can save. And it's for self-defense. When someone attacks you, when a spirit or any creature attacks you, you can use those knives or those guns, those axes to destroy. And whenever you come in that mood, it's only to destroy. And you do not destroy innocent person. It's person that is attacking you that you only destroy. Self-defense. Your spirit guards are destructive when someone attacks you. Your spirit guards also are the one that are using all these tools to do it, or your own personal power. If you're high, both of them can do it. It doesn't mean that you're destroying person. If you check very well, you see that that only occurs very rarely, okay? Mostly someone has gone to do something on you, against you in the supernatural, and it backfires, like back to sender, okay? That is what is happening, back to sender. They send something against you and they don't know how powerful you are, and then the thing goes back to them. You use your own spiritual weapon against them, okay? So, and many other things, okay? So when you are expressing all these things, flying the dream, walking in the water, swimming in the water, seeing, having sword in the water, when you, like someone was saying that there is he saw himself with a sword wrapped with snake, that is your spiritual power, and that snake is probably your ancestral spirit guide protecting you, meaning that it has the power to destroy, power to save. So it's destroying, is there to protect you against evil, to destroy whatever that is not good in your path. Okay? So when you tell someone you're expressing this, especially flying dreams, they're going to say you're a witch. Because they think that all witches fly. All witches does not fly. Witchcraft is in the heart. Okay? It's what you have in your heart determines if you're a witch, evil witch or not. Okay? Because if you're a good person, you have these abilities that which people have, but you never use it for evil. You use it only for good purpose. Okay, and in the Western world, let me just start in our African tradition. African people, we are the one that created spirituality. We are the one that are connected to source most than any other religion. Anyone that is practicing spirituality means that they have learned, their ancestors have learned from us, or they have learned from us, or they have the same ancestors like us. So they are naturally spiritual. Okay, so when our ancestors talk about witches, they classify only the ones that does evil things. Our ancestor does not sugarcoat anything. They just categorize people that does evil with their spiritual abilities, which, okay, they call them witchcraft. But in the Western world, since they don't understand spiritual things, they've learned everything from us. They classify everybody, good and bad, to witch. So if you do not know the person that's in the Western world, you have to go close to the person to know which spirit they are working with, to classify them if they're good or bad. Or you check their personality before you can, how they are talking, because some witches, they are always, because of the demons that they are working with, they will always be proud of themselves, saying, any little thing, they will tell you that they are going to destroy you. They'll be bragging and say, do you know how powerful I am? And every little small thing that come out of their mouth, you say, they will kill. Let me just delete. Because I'm on Facebook, they will delete. It's because they are doing it. They already do that in their coven, or they have the ability to do it, so they are always using that. But a spiritual person, If you're called, you have all these abilities, but you're never going to brag about it. Highest brag, you tell them you're dangerous, spirit guard will come and attack them because you're telling the truth. You're warning them because you know what your spirit guard will do. Okay? So when you see yourself having all these supernatural ability, you're a very powerful person. And they did not just give you the ability, you know, for you to play with. They give it to you because, one, you are called, you don't know yourself, you're operating very high in the supernatural. And what you can operate there is what you can operate here. But because you don't know yourself, so you just be finding yourself expressing some wild things. And you're thinking, what is going on with me? Am I possessed, or do I belong to a witch and that I do not know that I'm a witch? No. Witches are afraid of you. Those evil witches, they're afraid of you. Okay? Because they know that you have the abilities that maybe they have, most of the ability they have, and they are paying very big fine to get it. Some of them have given their family members or some just to get that thing that you have free. Okay? And they're afraid of you because you can see them. When we are flying, we can see some activities in the supernatural, but they're always afraid of us. When you're flying by yourself, you're exploring, you're checking your environment. Okay? Especially when you come from water, when you're flying, you see yourself flying over the water before landing on the earth. And sometimes it's just for you to exercise your supernatural strength. Okay? So people need to understand that there are people that are born powerful. There are people that are born powerful, that they don't have to go and get the power somewhere. They have it inborn inside them. And some of them, their ancestors have installed these things in their foundation for generation. Do you know, even witchcraft that you people are talking about, someone can inherit witchcraft, okay? They can have it in their family and they are passing it on from generation to generation. They have that also, okay? Some people, they are in the evil witchcraft, not because they want to, it's because they are forced into it, because they inherited it from their family, okay? They have, so this is, our ancestor installed also these supernatural powers in us. And in those days, when someone wants to go and get married, they are checking your foundation. Some spiritual people, they like to get married to another spiritual person that are powerful, so that when they have kids, their kids will also be powerful. Okay? And even in the supernatural, when people in the spiritual world, that sometimes the demons will be attacking, or a very powerful witch will be attacking you. The only solution for you to be saved is for you to go and marry someone which is above the person. Then the attack will stop, because the person cannot attack you because your partner is above them in the supernatural. Okay? So that is just what I wanted to address, because I have an appointment. So when you fly in a dream, you are not a witch unless you're flying to do evil activity. Okay? If you're flying to do evil activity, you're always in group and you're shifting into an animal form, like birds. And that birds you're going to do evil, that is when you are evil witch. Because we have white witch and we have black witches. The white witches are the ones, most of the healers that you're seeing, all these prophetess, high priestess, they are classified under the white witch category because they use their powers for good things. And the dark ones are the ones that uses their power for only killing, stealing, and destruction. Okay? So some of us, we have natural inborn gift. We do not belong to any witchcraft coven. And we do not belong to any cult. Because what can they give to us? Well, we have it already. We have more than what they will give to us. Okay? So when you start experiencing some weird things, seeing spirits, sensing things around you, you know, it's because you're a very high spiritual person. You're connecting to that realm. Okay? When you're flying, when you're walking in the water, when you have destructive tools, is your other side. Okay? Because we have duality, just like God Almighty has duality. We can do good and we can do bad, but we choose to use our abilities for good purpose. Okay? So just in case some people would be going to attack spiritualists, know that we are surrounded by several spirits, that some of them are dangerous. So when you try to attack us, our spirit guards will attack you. And sometimes it might cost your life. And when we get aware that you are attacking us and we summon you, your own is finished. Okay? So we have the power to do bad, but we don't use it to do bad, only for self-defense. But the other people, they use it only to do bad. And witches does not fly. All witches does not fly. Okay? When someone have evil hearts, they are doing evil all the time. The person is also a witch. Just don't have the abilities to fly. So just because you're thinking all witches are flying, they are going. It's only those ones that have the ability to walk in the astral realm that flies. Okay? And the ones that have the natural ability, sometimes they have that natural ability for good, but someone have manipulated it for evil purpose. Okay, so when you see yourself having those things, you're powerful and you should use it for good purpose only. Otherwise, God will use it against you. It's going to be written against you in your sacred book of life. It's going to work against you, and it's going to be so easy to someone to destroy you. Someone that you have offended and knows spiritual things, they will use it against you and your own is finished. Okay, so any person that is doing bad will always be afraid of natural spiritual people. What did I say? Natural, inborn one. You did not get it from anywhere. It is in you. And your spirit guide with you are extremely powerful. So there is no way they will be able to fight you and get you. They can afflict you. They can shake you. You understand? They will shake you when you don't know who you are. Understand? Because they are saying you, they know who you are, but you don't know who they are. They will shake you. They will try to destroy you. But as long as your spirit guides are powerful, as long as you have good relationship with your spirit guide are with you, okay, they cannot do anything. Okay, so that's just what I wanted to address, so that you people don't feel weird when you're having all these experiences. Instead of you to feel weird about you, learn about yourself. Be aware of who you are. Try to activate it and use it for a good purpose. Okay. So I'll see you guys later before I run late for my appointment. Bye.